because of what Trump also is doing. This feels like a tit for tat situation because there's no you're gonna be having most of the white people grabbing, just like they're explaining, business opportunities, lands, and all that. It's giving South Africa, and it's like a tit for tat also because I do believe we have Mexicans being kicked out by the ICE. And so why should we have your people also being in our land, enjoying what we should be enjoying also in your country? I don't know if it makes sense, but yeah.
These two nations are finding it harder to have neighborly relations.
So what are we saying? Oh, oh yes. See, you guys only watch CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News, and ABC and CBS, so on and so forth, right? So they neglect to show you what's actually happening in Mexico, but Anton from AntonDaniels.com is definitely going to continue to have the conversation and what is
We
happening
didn't
in
never
Mexico,
show them.
specifically in this instance, Mexico City. They don't want Americans there, and they saying take your punk ass dollars and go back to where you came from because we don't want you bringing your spending power and gentrifying what we got going over here in Mexico. They don't want you there, even though you come over here and you send a whole bunch of money back to Mexico.
This protest happened on 4th of July in Mexico City, Mexico. Mexican locals protesting gentrification, or in my words, protesting colonization. And I love that they did this on 4th of July. And in the video, you can hear protesters saying, Fuera Gringo, which means get out. And gringo means someone who is from the United States.
Somebody's white.
They're also chanting, Mi casa no es su casa, which means my house is
House is not your house.
Gringos are moving to Mexico.
Mexican. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah.
That's Joby. Wait,
I know. No, I know.
Joby. There's no such language as Mexican. It's Spanish. The Spanish conquered Mexico, Joby. So there's no such word as Mexican. It's
My
Spanish.
bad.
So I'm speaking the same thing Kenyans speak when they go to Spain, Spanish.
My bad. My bad.
Joby say you know Mexican. That's like me going. It's like me going to Tanzania. And Kenya went to Tanzania and said, "Hey man, they speaking Tanzanian." And no, man, that's Swahili. The Kenyans speak. Oh man, they speak Tanzanian in Kenya. No, that's Swahili.
My bad, guys.
And they're enjoying the cheaper cost of living because obviously they're making money in dollars and spending it in pesos. These
Of course,
colonizers
cheaper there.
are spiking up the rent where locals are not able to afford housing. In the last 5 years, rent has spiked up by 47%. There was a
Damn.
protester that said that if they are going to live, the gringos, if they are going to live in this country, they need to contribute to this country. And that is so true because here in the United States, immigrants pay taxes. They contribute to this country. They pay over $100 billion in taxes. The gringos in Mexico are not paying taxes. They make American dollars, US dollars, so they pay taxes to the US, not Mexico. Immigration
Wow.
policies in other countries for US citizens are lenient to non-existent.
Distant.
While here in the United States, as we speak, immigrants are being kidnapped off of the streets and into these concentration camps for profit. Gentrification is just a fancy word. Let's call it what it is.